Are you working on losing weight and don't know where to start? Or
you ever feel like you're stuck and you don't have the motivation to move forward?
well, we're going to be talking about an important topic about weight loss. And so I'm Dr. Sarvar. I'm here from Personalized Physical Therapy and Wellness, and Hilary Stewart, the health coach from Rediscover Wellness. And Hilary, do you mind kicking us off?
Absolutely. So we're going to be talking about weight loss today, losing weight. And there are some tips and some tricks that you can use to help yourself get through a challenging situation. It is hard. And as I've said before, change is hard. But if you can train your brain to think differently, you can actually reset the way you think. You're resetting your mindset. And that is the first trick that you can do to help yourself. So thinking differently, what is that? You're not seeing things as like you're losing weight. It's not working. Every single day, I'm not seeing progress. If you change your perspective and shift it to a more positive way of thinking, you're gaining energy, you're gaining muscle, you're getting stronger. Maybe your sleep is improving. It's a more positive perspective.
Yeah, and as you're losing weight, in the beginning, you might be losing weight quickly and maybe make progress, 4 pounds, 5 pounds quickly. But then there is a plateau phase. And so you have to remember that you will be able to gain strength faster, energy faster, movement faster, feel better faster if you just did few exercises. It's an immediate response because your endorphins kick in versus weight. It really doesn't change for days and days. So it's important that you change the mindset in that way.
Absolutely, yeah. And yeah, seeing something happen, it's kind of like watching water boil.
Yeah.
You step away from it for a little bit, you come back and it's like, whoa, all this progress. Pot is bubbling. It's very much like that.
Yeah. Well, the next thing we'll talk about is pain. So obviously with weight loss, you would anticipate having discomfort and pain. Could be that you have started an exercise journey, like walking is a very good typical beginning journey exercise wise. And so, important that you look at the discomfort like knee pain, ankle pain. So just kind of going over different potential reasoning that could be causing pain. Tendinitis is common during weight loss because you are exercising and exerting your tendons and muscles. But your tendons and muscles may not be fully capable of the new activity and the endurance. So making sure that you use, tools that would help with pain relief. So like topical creams, heating pads, hot soak, Epsom salt baths, allow yourself to get that comfort and, maybe massage therapy, some soothing meditation, all of that to just kind of help yourself not get stuck when you have pain, when you're on a journey of working on losing weight.
And oftentimes, I know from personal experience and from working with others too, that sometimes pain, it's a perception. I mean, everybody perceives pain differently. And so sometimes, even if you're in pain, relaxing, giving yourself some tea or heat or something is going to help. It's going to kind of lessen that stimulus that hits your brain.
Yeah, no, absolutely true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, another way, as I mentioned before, training your mind, another way that you can help yourself move forward is just by making things simple. It seems really easy, but it's not always. But if you can tell yourself to do something small in your day, whether it be replacing a processed snack with something that's whole fruit, whole vegetable, and adding things that are whole, like what am I trying to think? Hummus, tzatziki sauce, things that are made with whole foods, is going to be a very simple way of replacing something, and probably going to fill you up a lot more just because of the fiber that's in fruits and vegetables. And just, making things simple too, like, planning one meal in your week. If you have time on the weekends to check social media, you've got time to sit down and maybe think about a recipe. Maybe you've got a cookbook lying around. Maybe you have a favorite website that has recipes. Just planning one meal is going to feel like you've accomplished something.
Yeah. And so while you're doing all of those important changes, if in your journey you make a potential injury, or like you have a discomfort that will come in, something like what I did over 5 weeks ago, that just don't be disheartened. Just know that you have the entire other rest of the body available that you can work on.
That's right.
You can do physical therapy exercises. You can sort of work on things that would be within your capacity. Like, if let's say a hand injury, I'm working on planks and I'm working on my running, and I may not be doing weights right now, but I may be able to do other things that I just have to be mindful about. And so feel free to consult with your local physical therapist about what can you still do while you're on your journey of working on weight loss, or just trying to lose weight and not know or feel stuck that, okay, well, I've got this injury, so I can't work on these things because it's not going to work. No, there are multiple ways that you can modify and continue on.
Absolutely. There are a lot and I just know, there are a lot of different exercises that work different muscles even. So it's, there are always options. There are always modifications that you can do. And thinking about it, training your brain to think differently about it. Keep things simple. Do a movement that you can do. Another tip is to just kind of alter your behavior. Change up your routines a little bit. Sometimes, maybe you're trying to get into an exercise and mornings don't work for you, and that's okay. You can make it happen later in the day. It can be afternoon. Maybe you've got a lunch break, or where you've got time that you can focus on yourself and give your body what you need, or at the end of the day, and anything is better than nothing at all. So even if you've got time at the end of the day, maybe after dinner, and take a walk. That's one of my favorite things to do, just kind of wind down in your day. But just making small changes is going to help, even like taking the stairs versus taking an elevator in a building, parking your car further away from a store so you've got to walk a little bit more.
Yeah.
Those small things really do add up.
And they will get easier. The more you do, the consistently you would do, automatically it'll just get easier, and it'll be part of your routine, and you wouldn't even know that you're now walking, that much of distance, and you don't feel that much of exertion that you may have felt, last week or the previous week. So that's very good. Just even if you don't feel like doing it, just do a little, and then it's okay to stop. Don't try to run a marathon right away. Just a little bit, and then try a little bit more, or the same next day, and just build a routine and consistency. Things will get better.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, I hope these tips help you, and just think, if something's overwhelming, what is one thing, no matter how small it is, that you can start doing today for yourself? What can you swap? What can you replace? What can you add or remove in your day?
So comment below, what is the one thing that you're going to start today for your health? Talk to you next Thursday.
Bye.